Welcome back, my DIY nomads. It's the new year, it's 2019. The unit is a little bit of a mess. Not bad, nothing bad. It just spread out bits of cardboard, making it a bit of a mess. Need to move this, get the van in, and let's crack on with the day. Right, the van is in. I have got a cool delivery coming in about an hour. I decided to get another one of these workbenches, but it's a different one. It's a packaging workbench, and it's got those poles go across it that you can put reels or bubble wrap and other stuff like that to obviously package stuff. Now, what I'm using it for is I've bought a bunch and bunches and bunches, lots of 50-meter reels of different gauges of automotive wire. So I'm going to make myself a little soldering, wiring, crimping station so that I can smash out electronic stuff really quickly and efficiently, and I can choose different gauges of wire and I can pull it off in different lengths, and I'll write above it what gauge of wire it is and what amperages that wire can take, and then I should be able to get a really good quick sort of way of guesstimating how to, lay out my electric system when I did I mention? I'm going to redo the van. Right, so what I don't like about my van right now is, imagine this is the van. I don't like the fact that the water tank and the battery are right at the back here. That means that all the cables have to travel, and the water pipes have to travel a very long distance to get to the kitchen area. This means that all of these cables have to be beefed up. It's just unnecessary. As mentioned before by someone or one of my subscribers, because my battery weighs a huge amount along with my water as well, and also the fact that the battery is raised up, in a very severe crash that could break through everything, can actually maybe potentially in the future cause serious injury if that went flying through the van. I'd rather not put my life on ifs and buts, so I want to move the water tank and the battery to behind the seats here so I can mount them down better. That means that all of my piping will be much shorter, or my cabling will be much shorter, which also means that finding and isolating issues will be better as well. It means that my bed that is currently, it's this whole region here, with my little gang walkway with this bit here. This could all move back. I can then have my bed back here and gain a lot of extra space here. I can look at putting this whole area as a shower/toilet and have me come in the van, walk straight in, there's the door. I currently have a roof vent here, but obviously it's just one roof vent, there's no fan on it. So what I want to do is add another vent down here to promote airflow. My kitchen worktop surface then will be extended. So I'm going to look at having a sort of just a raised area here where legs can get under, so that we can have almost like a breakfast bar thing. So for me and Soph, we can sit here and eat food, chill out, relax and enjoy. The fridge will obviously be going somewhere near here as well. There won't be a lot of under cabinet space, so my original triangular shaped pantry will have to be removed and severely reduced in size. So I will have to think about different areas of storage and everything like that. But my current bit of storage that's above the kitchen, my floating bit, still isn't fully utilised. And I definitely haven't utilised the space above the heads of the driver and passenger seat. There's so much space still left over that can be utilised. So this new design should be really, really exciting to try. Also, I'll get a fresh bit here. If my bed is now at the back here, I'm going to have it fully mounted out all the time. So it is just a bed. it's also going to get raised up higher, and underneath here I've got this little electric scooter. I say little electric scooter, it's quite bulky, but I've got an electric scooter, and I want to add, underneath the bed, I want to add a slide out, almost like a drawer, that when you open up the back door, you can slide out this drawer, and the scooter is on its side in there. The reason I want to keep the scooter in the van at all times is that if I put it on a drawer, I can pull the drawer out. So if you imagine that's the back, I can pull the drawer out and then drop it, and the scooter can be tied to it, and I can use that as like a ramp to get it up onto and mount it, lift it up, put it back in. Nice, easy access. I also want to have a power point so that when I put it in, I can just plug the power charging box is mounted to this here, so I can just plug it in so it's always charged. But the reason I want to take my electric scooter with me in the van is it means that something that really hit me was when we did the road trip around Europe, we were in Italy, and where we were going up the western coast, it was very hilly. And we wanted to go visit a lot of towns. Now, if we'd had an electric scooter with us, it meant that we could have parked the van just outside these towns where there was parking and places to camp, and then use the electric scooter to get into town and not worry about parking, which would have been a huge advantage. Electric scooter in general would have been a massive advantage to have anyway, and I think that is my package arriving. So apart from all of those little qualms that I have with the camper van, there are a few other little minor details. I want to add some more sort of little displays to tell me more about my battery life and the battery health and all that sort of stuff. But really, I'm happy with the electric system. It's working fine. I don't use a lot of electricity. I know some of you out there might do, and obviously I've got really big battery that I hardly tap into, but the reason I'm keeping that now is because the potential use of charging up my scooter now, potential hot water that will be on demand. I'm going to need a big battery. I might even ramp up how many solar panels I have on the roof. But I'm loving being completely off grid. I'm not too worried about 240 hookup. It's still, I've never come close to needing it. I do understand that my electricity needs will be significantly increased, but I still haven't tapped into the battery very much at all at the moment. Which is why I'd also recommend that if you're sort of like looking to just go solar and you're not really going to be using much more than just playing around on your phone or laptop while you're in the van, which is what I like. I like to get away from the house, all those weird, horrible electronic temptations. That's the whole point of my camper van time. You don't need anything bigger than a 95 amp hour or a 110 amp hour battery. That'll be plenty of power for you. It means that less weight, smaller, cheaper. Great, all great. So yeah. Now the scary part. I've got someone that wants to borrow my camper van at the end of the month. I'm going to be away from the 19th to the 26th, so I've basically got 2 weeks to convert this van. Holy shit. What I think we need to do now is we need to try and box up some of the goodies inside. And then I need to start looking at removing sort of like the above kitchen bit, maybe even the kitchen itself. God, it's going to be a hell of a process just to move everything out anyway. And we've only got 2 weeks to do the whole conversion. I'm not going to do the shower and toilet in that conversion time. I'm just going to get the framework there, as it were, just so that it's that's going to be quite an endeavour itself. But I'm going to get most of it done. Can we also take a quick second to appreciate my brand new tool belt that Sophia very nicely gave to me? I am ready to rock and roll. That's going to be everything for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching along, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're excited about all the new updates. I'm trying not to move in too much of the unit because we're looking to add a mezzanine floor, and the guys need to come and do the work. So if I put too much stuff everywhere and start mounting stuff to the walls, wow, that's overexposed. then it just means that I'm going to have to move everything back out again, and it's just going to be a pain in the arse. So I'll catch all of you DIY nomads next week.